Hi, so for today's activity, we're going to be doing ACEs and exercises. So kind of with this activity, your objective is going to be students will be able to strengthen various muscles of their body using a variety of different exercises. So when kids first walk into PE, you want to make sure you have like rules, procedures all typed up on a chart somewhere. And so I kind of made a simple little chart. Clearly yours would be bigger for in a PE so everyone can see it. So just kind of some rules would be like hands and feet to yourself. Stay in your spot, especially with this activity. You want to stay in your own personal space. You don't want to be touching other kids. We all know how kids are. They're like nitpicky, they tattletale. So just kind of stay in your own spot. We want to be respectful. Raise our hand if we have a question or we need to go to the bathroom or we need a drink of water, just so we don't have people running all over the gym just because there could be jump ropes flying, people are doing push-ups. We don't want hands to get stepped on. We want a positive attitude. We want to uplift the attitude in the room and just make sure everyone's having a good time. And then we want to encourage each other because we want everyone to be the best. So we need to encourage. And our last one is be the best version of yourself. We want to start to teach kids that like you can do it, you can be the best, but you just have to be the best version of yourself. So those are kind of some of the rules that I would put in my PE classroom personally. And then moving on to like our activity, we would have like equipment we would need. Some PE classrooms might have like a chalkboard or dry erase board, and so I would think it's neat, or what I would personally do is if I would put up the title of the activity, our objective, and like the equipment, especially like if you're running late and didn't have time to bring out all the equipment and you have 4th and 5th graders first, they're old enough, list the equipment up on the board, they grab it out of the storage closet, that way you're ready to go and you're not wasting any of your PE time. But for this ACEs and exercise equipment, you'll need a deck of playing cards, timer or stopwatch, just so like if you do like 30 seconds of jump roping, 20-second plank, you just have it clicked and you're not having to worry about like counting. And then you'll want a chart of listing like 13 different exercises. I say 13 because in a deck there's ace to king. So you can have 13 different exercises, or you can have 10, ace to 10. It totally depends on you, your students. And also probably what I would do is if I would have 3 different charts, because my kinder and 1st graders are skills levels different from 4th and 5th. So I would make one easier rather than a harder one for the 4th and 5th graders to challenge themselves more. So I would do a kinder and 1st chart, 2nd and 3rd chart, and then 4th and 5th chart. And just some activities you can put on your chart is like jump rope. If you had baby weights for arm curls, planks, lunges, you just run in place. Seriously, anything you can think of, any good activity that gets their blood flowing is a great activity. So with it being jump rope, running in place, this activity would be a cardio because they're constantly moving and moving those different muscles in their body. And some of the challenges that this particular activity could pertain would be keeping the kids focused, because you're constantly switching from like one activity to the next, and so they might still be on the last one, and it's hard to like switch gears so fastly, especially for the younger kiddos. So that could be a challenge. Making sure they finish their exercise. You're not going to be able to watch every single kid and make sure they do all 10 push-ups, or unless you do them all together, you count together. It's going to be hard because there are going to be kids that want to give up and like just don't want to do it. So it's going to be hard keeping them to cheat themselves and just do the entire exercise. And then the last one probably would be controlling who picks from the deck. But ways to solve that would probably be like, make sure you do that many rounds of exercises so that there are kids in class. That way everyone has a turn to pick from the cards and they're not picking, and like you're not having to pick and choose and like people are getting feelings hurt. So that could be a challenge because there are going to be kids that feel left out and they want to do this. So just depending on, you know who your kids are, and there are going to be kids that want to nitpick about it. So just depending on how your crowd is, you can range it accordingly. But so that is my activity for ACEs and exercise.